Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so we're bringing a new TV show of my physical media collection to the channel, and today I have the pleasure to review with all of you a show that for the physical media community it's incomplete, and we're going to be reviewing iZombie, the complete first to third season on DVD. Okay guys, so first of all, iZombie is a show produced for the golden era of the CW. It's by Warner Brothers and it's a DC Comics storybook made it into a show. When I was still living at Cuba, we went to this place where we got the shows that we wanted to see, and the guy was like, oh, I have this show, it has a complete season already if you want to watch it. So I bought the complete first season, which only had 13 episodes. And I remember back then I had a bag. There is crazy memory sometimes associated of like a show that you watch or a movie that you watch. I remember I have a bag of milk soft candy. So I remember while watching the show, if I eat a soft milk candy these days, I'm like iZombie. So I remember while watching the show, I was eating those candies. And the first season, which again only 13 episodes, I loved it. It was an amazing take. I love it that it wasn't that into super like zombie dumb apocalypse kind of movies. It wasn't a smart show to be watching. Now, the show ran on the CW for a total of 5 seasons. It was doing good. And the good news is that the writers knew that the 5th season was going to be the final season before they started recording it. So what ended up happening is that we have a 5-season show with a proper ending. I love the ending of this show as well. And funny story, it ended the same year that Jane the Virgin ended the 5-season run. So we lost 2 super good shows of the CW on the same year. But anyways, iZombie did really good on the complete first season that we got a renewal for a complete second season. The second season was doing pretty good and the CW wanted to add more episodes into the total order. I'm pretty sure it was 13 in total, and then they expanded the season all the way to episode 19. Then season 3 got only 13 episodes and the show continued to do good. The 4th season came in, 13 episodes, and then it was renewed for a 5th and final season with the last 13 episodes. For the longest of time, and I want to say for the longest of time because it's been a while and I don't know if the show is still on Netflix, but this show used to be on Netflix. There is an issue with the last 2 seasons. I think season 5 you're not even able to buy it on digital. So it's kind of those shows that you don't have a legal way to watch it, if I remember correctly. This is the thing, when the show started coming out on physical media, I remember when I moved to the US, the first season was already out. So when I basically moved to the US, I got the first season on DVD. I wasn't into buying Blu-rays. And then the second season was the season that I watched the beginning of it when I was still living at Cuba, and then the rest of the season I continued watching it here. I remember I loved it. I was watching back in the time so many TV shows from the CW. I miss those golden days. And then the 3rd season came out on DVD. And also, this show has all the 3 seasons on Blu-ray. It's one of the shows that eventually I would love to upgrade it to Blu-ray, and I will give you one of the reasons because of it. First of all, because I love the show. And second of all, because I love having uniform collections. The complete 3rd season of iZombie came on DVD at the same time I framed the complete 4th season, and the show used to have slipcovers. The last season didn't have a slipcovers, it was just a regular DVD case. So you have the first 2 seasons with the slips and the 3rd season without the slip. I don't like that when they do kind of those things. Like, if you're going to start with slipcovers, please continue doing a slipcover for your collector. But at least I'm grateful that the season had at least a physical media release. The fourth season was planning. Warner Bros. Archives was planning to release a fourth season, but I think if you read through Wikipedia, it says that it had a prelude issue. What I remember reading is that it could be so many reasons involved. It could be like they have music of one of the episodes that they can use on physical media releases. They have a brand that is shown on one of the episodes. So what ended up happening is that we have an amazing Warner Bros. DC show released short on the physical media community. So right now you can choose either to get the complete first 3 seasons on DVD or on Blu-ray. Eventually I want to get the Blu-ray, and that's one of the reasons that I decided to get the DVDs to the channel this year. So if I get the Blu-rays, I already review the DVDs with you guys, and there is also a time frame before I get the show back into the channel. But anyways, guys, what is this show about? Okay, so iZombie starts with, I love her. I'm seeing her now on Ghost. I think the name is Ross McIver. I don't want to say it incorrectly, but we're going to go through the info in a second. So she basically is studying to become a doctor, and you know how life goes. She's kind of super stressed. She has a fiance, and she's basically not giving herself live life. So she gets invited into a party. That's what starts up the show. And once she gets invited into this party, an outbreak happens that we later on find out is because of this drug that was done incorrectly, and some people got crushed, and that's what started the zombie outbreak. So once you become a zombie, first of all, you need to eat brains. Second of all, they start to get super pale, their hair changes to white, and one of the things that we find out is that if they don't eat brains in a certain time, they go full zombie mode. When they go full zombie mode, they're not humans anymore, they don't have memories, they're just a dumb zombie walking around. So what's the interest of this show? What makes this show different from other zombies shows? For example, The Walking Dead, I tried my best to watch it and it didn't captivate me. I even got the first 2 seasons on DVD and I give it away to my dad. But anyways, what captivated me about this show is that she now needs to do a complete change of life. She drops from medicine school. She basically left her fiance out of the blue, so he's surprised about that decision, and her relationship with their close circle starts to change because she's a changed person. So she finds a job at the morgue, and she decided that instead of like killing people to survive, she's going to be eating the brains of the dead people. Eventually, the morgue supervisor finds out that she's a zombie. He gets obsessed with this idea, and he's the guy to the show that's trying to develop a cure. We have a lot of characters on the show. We have also Blaine as the only 2 zombies on the first season from that outbreak. The first season was done pretty good because it's kind of like a close cast. They don't bring in so many people, so we can get to love the main characters that will be for the whole show. But basically what happens is that every single time that Liv eats a brain, she gets a few of the skills of the person. She basically becomes another person, and she has visions of the last days that these people have. What triggers these visions? Like, for example, a word that the dead person hears and things like that. So she's playing like a psych. She goes to work with our detective, and it's kind of like dynamic of a show of resolving cases, and she's basically resolving cases with the memories of the last zombie brain that she ate. This gave the writers the opportunity to play a lot with the character, because she could get any kind of a skill. She could be a trophy wife, she could be a super mean lady, she could be like a teenager. So many personalities, and she plays them so well. You can actually super tell the difference between when she's Liv and when she's Liv zombie playing these different characters. As you know, the show starts to evolve. The first season had a great 13 episode arc. They close every single story that they give you through the first season, and then they give you even more kind of future questions. You always have the doubt if she's going to be able to be a cure that can cure her and things like that. And it's always something that it gets played through the seasons. At one of the seasons, they discovered that there is a few people that are immune to the zombie. I think it was called the zombie virus or something like that. I think that's the blue brain on the I'm sorry, that's part of the blue brain on the third season poster. The blue brain was because they were the people that wanted a cure, but they were the people that were trying to explode the zombie world. But anyways, as I told you, the show then jumped for a second season when they kind of start to bring us more characters, bring us more outside of organizations, and the wars start getting bigger. By the time they hit season 3, we discovered that there is way more zombies than we actually anticipated. And kind of like at the end of season 3, there is like this huge big deal when they're trying to intoxicate more zombies in Seattle, and Seattle ends up being a closed place for people not to be able to come in or go out. Then the last couple of seasons leave it's super developed as a character, and again, it sucks that we are not able to get it into physical media, but it's an amazing show. It gives you dark episode, it gives you funny episode, it gives you great relationship between the characters. I even remember somebody asked her how was the table reads of iZombie, and she was like, oh, I wish we had time for that. And again, it was a show through the CW. You have the crazy promos like next Tuesday on iZombie, and then you will have like funny scenes. And also, it's a cook meal show. To be honest, for me, it wasn't disgusting at all, but she's eating the brains, but she's always trying new recipes through every episode. She could eat it as cookies, she could make tacos, she could make whatever. And again, the brain do look like fake. Of course, it's not real brain. It would be funny to know what do she thought that the brains were. But anyways, when it gets to organizations and things like that, the show gets more deeper into those kind of things. I don't want to spoil the ending, but the last season was a super good season that it also ran for 13 episodes, and I was satisfied by the time that the last widescreen hit the show. I remember the last quote, I remember loving it, and the closure that they give to the show, for me, it was really good, and it's a show that I actually do recommend you to watch it. The physical media release can be found these days, the DVD, for only $9. I have even seen it back then in big lots for only like $5 a set. I usually got them on Black Friday deals for only $9.99, except for the last season, which, if I remember correctly, I bought it at full price and it was like $25. The show do have on the physical media releases special features and things like that, and as usual, this was the intro video for the physical media releases, but then I'm going to be creating individual reviews, and because I did unboxing already for these ones when I didn't have the channel, and I'm basically going to be reviewing season by season, what do you get, how many these, and things like that. But overall, guys, I have this one, and it's funny, but it's the show that goes before Jane the Virgin, because I have my TV shows on alphabetical order. This is how it looks if you have the complete, and I keep calling it the complete, but it's kind of like the incomplete. I do hope in the future we get the remaining of the show on physical media, either on DVD or Blu-ray. One thing that I do love is that, at least for the DVDs, and I read for the Blu-rays, these spines are changed a little bit. We do have the numbers right there on top, so season 1, 2, and 3. The iZombie logo letting you know which is the season that you're getting. The DVD logo and the old Warner Brothers logo right there. And it's kind of like blood drops over there. And the I for iZombie is bitten like an apple. The only thing that I don't like about this set is that the first 2 seasons came with a slip. The last season didn't came with the slip. But anyways, this was iZombie, the complete first season. This was only 13 episodes and it had special features on it. iZombie is a welcome needed addition to the TV landscape. So it was an amazing first season. And again, if you decided to get it, it goes for a super good price right now. Then we got iZombie, the complete second season. Perfect combination of some drama, rom-com fun. Again, this show can give you the funniest of episode this week, and next week you will crying your eyes off because it was so emotional, and then the other week you will be super scared because how dark it went. We get to know through the seasons a lot more about what the zombie world really looks like. There is moments of rage that they also go full zombie mode and they like no emotion zombie, so that was good to see her acting those different kind of roles. And then the last season that we did got on physical media, DVD and Blu-ray. This is a complete third season on DVD without the sleep. The good news is that this season also comes with a special features, so you do get special features on every single season. The third season was only 13 episodes. It was pure comedic gold and we might never stop rewatching it. And guys, these were actual DVD releases. They were not made on demand, and also has the Vertigo logo right there, which is the same logo from Lucifer, which is also from DC, if I remember correctly, which is another show that I need to eventually bring to the channel. And it was a show that when it was released, every single season did came with a slipcover on it. But again, I do say this on the community, I'm always grateful when a show at least gets some seasons out on DVD. For example, Cougar Town is a show that I love and it only has the first 3 seasons on DVD. Of course, I would love to have the whole show on DVD, but at least we did get some of the seasons out on physical media and we can rewatch every time that we would like to. But anyways, guys, again, intro video, wait for the next 3 videos on the channel will be the reviews of the iZombie individual seasons on DVD. But anyways, guys, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.